Okay, okay, CJ, here's number 40. It says in the equation dy plus 3x equals 2, for what value of d is the graph of the equation parallel to the graph of x minus 3y equals 0? The y-axis, okay, and then the y-axis. So there's two questions here. So question one is, how do I make this one parallel to this one? Well, what does parallel mean in terms of slope? The m has to equal the m. So what m is this? M equals, and then we have to put the right d in there. So d equals something. So the m's will be the same. So step one is find the m of this equation. Let's scoot it down here and let's rewrite it. Which form of the line should we use? Slope-intercept form. So I'm going to do minus x, so now I've got negative 3y equals negative x. Divide by negative 3. Y equals 1/3 x. What's the slope? M equals 1/3. So if this is 1/3, what does this slope have to be? 1/3. Okay, so now here's where it gets a little tricky. We're going to have to take this equation and put it into y equals mx plus b form, but while we keep the d, and then figure out how to work it around. So let's scoot this one down here. Scoot it down here, and let's do it up. So dy plus 3x equals 2, and we know we've got to get the slope equal to 1/3. So minus 3x, so now I've got dy equals negative 3x plus 2. Okay, now I've got to divide everything by d, and so now I'm going to have y equals negative 3 over d times x plus 2 over d. Now, I know that this has to equal 1/3 because y equals mx plus b. I could care less over here. The slopes have to be the same if they are parallel. So, negative 3 over d equals 1/3. Now, what would d have to be? You're pretty good at this mental math, so d equals negative 9. So the question began, what d can we put here to make this line parallel to this line? And the answer is, you would have to say that d is negative 9. Then there was a second part to the question. It said, how would you put a d, or what d could you plug in here to make it so that it's parallel to the y-axis? Let me get a fresh piece of paper for that. This one's all full up. Okay, so I've got dy plus 3x equals 2, and I need it to be parallel to the to the y-axis. The y-axis is vertical. What's the slope for the y-axis? No slope. If something is parallel to the y-axis, it's going to be x equals some number. Okay, so what we need to do is get d times y plus 3x equal 2. And we have to actually get rid of the y part because x equals 4 is parallel to the y-axis, x equals 2 is parallel to the y-axis, x equals 1. And so I'm going to say the only thing that'll get rid of this is 0. Because 0 times y is 0 and it vanishes. And then I have x equals a number. So the second part of number 40 is d equals 0.